Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So, since I already told you that today we just look into two or three problems based on the regular expressions. So, the expression here is A star followed by B star and then followed by C star. I think there is a plus in between. A star or B star or C star means zero or more number of A's, any number of A's or any number of B's or any number of C's. So since for a closure, the last class we have seen how to write an epsilon NFA for a closure. Means this is clean star. So this is A star representation. This is B star representation. This is C star representation. So this is either or case, right? Either A star or B star or C star. So your complete answer is this. So this is the A star path, this is the B star path, and this is the C star path. I can go anywhere. Like I may accept any number of A's or I may accept any number of B's. Sorry, any number. So it is star, clean star. Or I may accept any number of C's. So this is A star path, B star, and then the C star path. So together joining. So this is the overall question. Answer to the question. Let us go to the next frame. So here I have taken the question uh, epsilon and FA, constructing epsilon and FA for the string A plus B, for the regular expression A plus B star, AA, and then A plus B star. So I think you have to multiply this AA in between these two. So this is the overall A plus B star, closure, either A direction or B direction. Any number of times A's will occur. If you follow the same path, any number of B's will occur. Since there is a star, what is that? Since there is a star to the whole, A plus B whole power star, even with no input, I may reach the final state. Means my empty input, right? So see, you could see that even with epsilon, I can go to the state, next state. Then followed with multiplication of two A's that is there in the question, and then your next A plus B star. So you have to remember how to write a regular expression for such kind of, how to write an epsilon and a phi for such kind of basic constructs. So you can refer the last two videos which I have done, right? So the next one is, okay, we'll straight away go with the Kleen's theorem. So Kleen's theorem is especially for the purpose of generating the regular expression from the finite automata. From the finite automata. So how you generate the regular expression? So you had a theorem called Kleen's theorem. So what it says is, since we are correlating between the finite automata and then the regular expression here, we will say that the language accepted by this machine M, we know that DFA machine or NFA machine, whatever it is, we overall call it as M. The language accepted by the machine, we write it as L. The language accepted by the regular expression called R. Here R is called the regular expression. The language accepted by the regular expression is denoted as L of R. If at all you can generate a regular expression for a finite automata, I can say that the language accepted by the finite automata, which is always equivalent to the language generated for the regular expression. So L is equal to L of R. That is what the theorem is. Let M be the machine called a finite automata, recognizing the language L. This is the machine language. then there exists an equivalent regular expression R. We know that for every finite automata language, for every regular language, we can write a regular expression. So the regular language is the language which is acceptable by the your DFA, NFA, and epsilon NFA. So I can equate the language accepted by my finite automata and the language which I have written for the regular expression, since I can convert my machine into the regular expression, right? So this is the question. And let us go to the theorem. It has come twice. Okay. So first of all, proof. Any theorem, you have to follow this phenomena. First is proof. The second one is basis. One second. The second one is basis, proof, basis, and then
Excuse me, ma'am.
induction. Yes.
Ma'am, Meghana is waiting, ma'am. She's not able to join.
Yeah. I think people have joined. Okay. So any theorem which is given to you, you have to write in this way. First, you have to explain about the proof, then write the basis. Basis always, we will write the basis when the length equal to 0, when the length of the string equal to 0. So for the induction, we will provide some length. We'll provide some length that will be greater than or equal to 1, right? So maintain this order: proof, basis, and then induction. Clear? So let me go to the proof here. So since we have already considered about the number of states, since we are equating two things, one is your finite automata, that is a language L accepted by the machine M, and one more thing is the language accepted by the regular expression, right? So L and LR. I'm just correlating these two. Both are same. So now I will just have, suppose whenever you consider a machine M, obviously there exists a path from one state to one more state. For example, I had a state Q1. I have one more state called Q2. I had a path from Q1 to Q2. Something called traveling the cities from one city to the other city. You can directly travel, or in between anything. Suppose you have a state called Q0 here. I can go from Q1 to Q0, then from Q0 to Q2, right? So this fellow is called the intermediate state. What is that? Intermediate state. I can travel from Q1 to Q2 either directly, or I can travel from Q1 to Q2 through Q0, right? So now, how do you represent that Rij, the path from the state I to J through an intermediate state? So consider here your initial state is I, your final state is J, and you are going from I to J. You are going from I to J through the intermediate state called K. So the regular expression for that can be represented in terms of, because see, we are starting from the finite automata and we have to end up with the regular expression. What and all the things we will get from finite automata is, I have number of states. I may directly reach my final state through the initial state, or else I may reach my final state from the initial state through n number of intermediate states. Fine. So those n number of intermediate states are called K. So the regular expression to travel from I to J through K number of states is represented by Rij power K. So it is written it here. Anyhow, when you travel from I to J, your starting state is I, your final state is F. When I am traveling from my starting state to the final state, I will be accepting some string, right? I will be accepting some string. This is the path, where that string is nothing but path. The language to be accepted when you travel from first state to the last state is the string. You can call it as W, or it is the path that goes through an intermediate state whose number is not greater than K. Okay, fine. It is given more than, means it should be equivalent to K, and it should not be greater than K. It should not be greater than K. What is that? The number of intermediate states. Are you all understanding what I'm teaching? Yes? Yes, Abhishek.
Yes, ma'am.
So any doubts in between, please let me stop over there and then explain you, then proceed further. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell is the regular expression can be represented in such a way through R, where I have been traveling in my DFA from the state I to the state J through K number of intermediate states. That intermediate state should not be greater than K, because K number of intermediate states we have already fixed. That should be equivalent to K. That is what I am trying to say, right? Okay, so now I have given a string over here that is called W equal to XY. What is that? W equal to XY. Okay, I told you I travel from I to J. I travel from I to J. What is my path here? W, right? So what is my path? W. What it is given in the proof, it is XY. What is my path? XY. You tell me now, I think you can easily say, when I write extended transition function called del cap, where I will start initially, I will start from the state J. This is my initial state. After consuming X, I will go to some intermediate state. I have been telling you that that is the intermediate state called K. Still, I have something to consume that is called Y. So, I will write one more transition function. What is my present state now? I have traveled from I to K by consuming the input X. Now, I will travel from K. My path starts from K because I have ended up at the state called K, which is intermediate state. What is the next alphabet to be consumed? That is called Y. So where I have to end up now? I have to end up with J, right? It means I am traveling from I to J through K. When I'm going here, I am consuming X. When I'm going here, I am consuming Y. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So this is the proof. So if you understood the proof properly, you can write it in your way. You don't need to exactly memorize, because I am giving more stress over the theorems, because you will be lagging in writing the theorem, because you don't expect in automata always problems will be asked. Last time, I think nearly 3 to 4 theorems were asked, so that a lot of failures. So parallelly give the importance to theorems also along with problem solving. Okay. So as I told you that proof is done for the Clean's theorem, then we will go for basis. So then induction. Basis is with the length 0. Okay. What did I told you? I have to go from I to J through K. Now this fellow is the major contribution to my formula generating. I have to end up with a formula where that formula has to be used to convert the finite automata into regular expression. So all this theorem is for like that. So the purpose of their theorem is to generate a formula. That formula will be utilized for converting your FA, finite automata, to regular expression. Okay, so since this fellow plays a major impact over here, when I'm traveling from I to j through intermediate number of states called k, the basis will be always k equal to what? 0. Basic length of k is 0. What does it mean? I will be directly going from I to j. So k will be 0. Then how do you represent it? Rij power 0. Right? So this indicates that there is no intermediate state and the path from I to j is given by the following two conditions. Right? So now there are, okay, you are going from I to j. You are going from I to j. No intermediate state, fine. So I can write that k equal to 0. So there are three cases exist here. First thing is there won't be any path, means no input consumed. If I don't have any path between I to j, what will I write? Phi means null input, no input. Suppose this is one case. One more case is I'll go from I to j where my input is a. So that is what written it here. So no input symbol and the corresponding regular expression is given by Rij power 0, that is equal to phi. Okay, where I is not equal to j. Fine. Next, what do you mean here is my start state and final state is different. See, being in a finite automata, there are two cases. You will travel, fine, but your source and destination is different. That is the case I am going through now, right? Here my source and destination is different. There is one more case, my source and destination both are same. So I will be going I to I only, self loop. This is also traveling only, na? Correct? So that is your point number 2. So point number 1 is you had a direct edge where there is no input, that is called phi. You had an input that is called as A. And there are multiple inputs possible when you go from I to j. What does it mean? A comma B, correct? From I to j I will travel on C also. Multiple inputs possible. Either I may go with A or I will go with B or I will go with C. So that is what this fellow is. So I may go with A1, A2, A3 like that. So multiple inputs possible, you travel from I to J. So your first point is, okay, no problem, that is K is equal to 0, no intermediate states. I have only two states, that is I and J. I and J. I may don't have any input. I may have one input. I may have multiple inputs. So that is what ABC are. Right? Now, how do you write if you had a self loop? Okay, I'm traveling, but I'm traveling to the same city again. Then what you have to do is you need to include an epsilon. You need to include an epsilon to the input which you are consuming. So first case is epsilon plus phi. The second case is, suppose if you have the input A from I to J, where I and J both are same. You are going from I to J, again the same state, where your I is equal to J. In this case, how do you write? Suppose no input means you have to write epsilon plus phi. Suppose the input A, what do you have to write? You have to write epsilon plus A. Suppose you have multiple inputs, what you have to write? Only same. You have to include an epsilon term at the end. So epsilon plus A1 plus A2 plus A3, etc. Any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So now what I have to do next is Okay, induction. What do you mean by induction? I have multiple intermediate states. Fine. As of now, I don't have any intermediate states. I had a direct edge from I to J. There were no intermediate states. Now I have an intermediate state, whole and soul represented as K. But this K will be anything, plenty, any number of intermediate states. Remember, not only one. Correct? Any number of intermediate states might be K value is greater than or equal to 1. So this is one path, this is one path, and this is one more path. And the intermediate states can be rotating itself inside. So understood? From I to J, either I may go directly, that's I have told you earlier, or else to K I will go, there I have intermediate states in between multiple times, then I will go here. So what could be the formula do you expect then? Just before we have seen, till before I reach K, how many stores I might have consumed? Till before I reach K, how many states were my intermediate states? K minus 1 number of states. Through how many? Suppose you have K number of intermediate states, right? In between I and K, anything in between I and J. So, since before I reach the final state, one state you have to remove. Okay. Now, how do I travel from I to J? Is one is just before we have seen, that is Rij power K minus 1. That is one way. Okay, I am going from Ri to J through K minus 1 intermediate number of states. Or it means I am directly going to J. Next is this path. Next is this path. So what is that? Rik power K minus 1. Okay, if I go this way, here I will be rotating in between. So that is my R. Starting state is K, ending state is also K. Rkk power K minus 1. But here it's a self star, right? I will make a star over there. And then Kj, next path. This is completely together. So this followed by this followed by that. So I don't include a plus. I may directly go, or else I may go like this. So along with these two fellows, one more fellow will come. What? R Kj power K minus 1. That is what your formula. This one. Or if you want, you can make a note. Rij power K. I told you about already what is Rij power K. My start state is I. My final state is J. Through K number of intermediate states I am going. Right? How do I go? There are two alterations. This plus this. One is Rij power K minus 1. Directly going. Or else Rik power K minus 1 into Rkk power K minus 1 the whole star into Rkj power K minus 1. So that's about the theorem. This formula you have to remember to construct the regular expression for the finite automata. Any doubts? Yes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So here I have taken a form. I think I have taken a question here. So I have started with a smaller question because the complexity here increases, and most of the times the problem with this Clean's theorem method is people don't minimize the regular expression. They will keep it to the length anything. They will proceed with that further next steps. That is the biggest impact, and most of you don't do that exactly. Like person one do in other way, the person two do in another way. But you have to verify your answer. I can easily say the regular expression for the finite automata here. What could be the regular expression of this? So this is self no, Q naught, 1 star. Correct. 1 star followed with what? 0 followed with 1 or more number of times, or 0 or more number of times, because I already in Q1 final state. So I will write either 0 or 1 star. What does it mean? I may go with 0 also to the final state. Will it accept 0? Yes. Make this as empty because 0 or more number of inputs, right? Make this as epsilon. 0 input. Make this as epsilon. What could be the input 0? With 0 also I am reaching final state, or else any number of ones, that is called 1 star, followed with a 0 should be must. Any number of zeros or ones, that is what? 0 plus 1 star. This is the regular expression. After applying the complete Clean's theorem, I have to say this should be my answer. Then it is correct. You can verify your answer on your own, right? Now, before going to the problem, let me tell you one thing. Don't confuse with the terminologies of the states. What you have to do here is, don't consider state 0. This is your state 1. Do like this. State 1. So this is my state 2. Numbering should be like that, especially in Clean's theorem. Right? So now, do I have any intermediate states? No. I'm going from here to here. And I just wanted to tell you that the number of k Rij power k is, for the total travel, how many number of states are there? How do you write Ri? What you have to calculate is Rij power k you have to calculate. What is I here? I is your starting state. What is I? I have to calculate the term R1, J is 2. K here represents the number of states, could be number of intermediate states or anything, but whole and soul the K is, when it comes to the term that you need to compute, K is nothing but the number of states in the finite automata. How many number of states are there? There are 2 states are there. So this is your answer. You have to write, you have to calculate this. What do you have to calculate? Don't take it as 0. Since Q naught, don't take it as 0. It has to be the state number 1. It has to be state number 2. So what I have to calculate is I is 1, J is 2, total number of states is 2. So this is the term I have to calculate. So shall we write the formula here itself? So what is the formula of Rij power k? Please make a note. Rij, I will not repeat this screen again and again. Rij power k equal to the same Rij power k minus 1. I can go directly, or I may go through k. If you go through k, first you have to travel from I to k, through k minus 1 into r kk power, self state this is r kk power k minus 1 the whole star, and then from k to j. I have to go from k to j again through k minus 1. So this is the formula. So you can easily compute your terms. What is my Ri? What is I here? The state number 1. J is 2. What is K? Number of states. That is called 2. So compute your terms here. Rij power k minus 1. So no change in ij. So R12. What is k minus 1? 2 minus 1, that is 1. Plus. What is Rik power k minus 1? So I is 1, k is 2, k minus 1 is 1. Next, Rkk. What is that? R22 power k minus 1 is 1, the whole power star. Then Rkj. What is k? 2. J is 2. K is 2, J is 2. And then R22 power 1. So this formula is very, very important. First, identify the term. Apply the ijk values in the given formula. Now, individually, you have to calculate each. First, complete the basis. This and all induction. Why induction all this? Because k value is given here. Power value, you see, k is existing. First, go with the basis. Then we will commit here. So that is what they have written it here. You could see that. What is that? R12 power 2, no? R12 power 1 plus R12 power 1 into R22 power 1, R22 power 1. The same thing. Are you following?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, if we don't know any terms, we'll commit later. Fine. I think you keep that aside. You keep this aside and try to know each. And I think in the book Padma Reddy or whatever it is, you don't follow complete problem. You whatever the terms is required, that much you calculate, or else it will unnecessarily deviate to anything. So I need R12 power 1 and then R22 power 1. According to this, R12 power 1, R22 power 1. Those formulas you calculate. R12 power 1, make I as 1, J as 2, K as 1. So apply that in the already existing formula, you will get this. R22 power 1, I need R12 power 1 and then R22 power 1, right? Apply the ijk values in the existing formula of Kleen's theorem, you will get these terms. So what and all you require now, only that you calculate. According to me, I think I need the basis terms also. How do you say this is basis? Because k value is 0. So let us go for basis. How do you calculate the basis? What is our question? I think Q0 Q1 1001. So this is your question. How do you write bases? This is my state number 1. This is my state number 2. What are all the 4 possible combinations that will come in bases? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Just make it zeros, all zeros. You can travel from 1 to 1, or you can travel from 1 to 2. 2 to 2 you can travel, or 2 to 1 you can travel. I think these and all the things will come. Basis means k value is 0. Keep that Rij power 0, common. Okay, when you travel from 1 to 1, I already told you in the theorem when I'm explaining, when you have the self state, you will get the epsilon terms along with the input. If you remember or not, I don't know. I taught you that just before now. You see that. I is equal to j. What does it mean? My start state and final state both are same. When I'm traveling from the state to the same state itself, I have to include an epsilon to the input. Now, what is R11 power 0? I'm traveling from 1 to 1, means Q0 to Q0. What is the input? 1. How you have to write it? Epsilon plus 1. 1 to 2. Input is 0. 2 to 1. Do you have a path from 2 to 1? No path. How you have to represent? 5. 2 to 2 to 2. 2 inputs. 1 is 0, 1 more is 1. How do I write? Epsilon plus 0 plus 1. Any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Now, what are all the 2 terms I want? R12 power 1 means basis, right? Basis is done. Induction is length 1, then length 2. Like that it has to go. Then R22 power 1. Finally, we can apply that in the formula. We can apply that in the exact formula. Okay. So this is my R12 power 1. Don't ask me again why this has come. How this has come. This has come because of Rij power k formula, which is told you in the Clean's theorem. So R12 power 0. What is 1 to power 0? 0. Copy that. Plus R11 power 0, epsilon plus 1 into epsilon plus 1 the whole star into R2 1 to power 0 is 0. I just wanted to tell you few terminologies here. Not terminologies, actually the basis. You require that. So, anything which comes in this way, epsilon plus 1 into epsilon plus 1 the whole star. Do you have a meaning for epsilon here? Do you have any meaning for epsilon? No. Whole and soul, what is the major string to be accepted out of this? Either 1 or 1 followed by 1 star. 1 followed by 1 star. If this is the case, why can't I write 1 star? I think minimum 1 is there, no? 1 plus it is to be. Okay. Epsilon plus 1 into epsilon plus 1 the whole star. So you please remember, if anything comes in this manner, just take it as if star is there. One is without star, one is with star. What is the remaining input of epsilon? Consider that one with star. That is, I think you will get it here, that is 1 star. The value of this is 1 star. So I have taken the complete this thing as 1 star and then 0 has occurred as such. When I have something like this, 0 plus 1 star 0. Either 0 is acceptable or 1 star, 0 is acceptable. I'm getting 0 here also, na? Can't it accept in this term? There are two terms here, 1 plus the other term. In 1 star 0, don't I have 0? If I take this as epsilon, this 1 star
Yes,
as
ma'am.
epsilon, I will get 0 and 1 star 0 also in the same 1 star 0. So I will take only 1 star 0. Anything that in this case, it will not be applicable always. Don't think that 0 is not valid thing. That comes in mathematics, not in regular expressions. 0 plus anything is that thing. I didn't write in that way. In 1 star 0 also I have 0 when I consider 1 star as epsilon. So in that purpose, I have taken this 0 is having low priority. That's why I have taken 1 star 0. So the next formula is R2 to power 1. Again, I have written according to the rule. So I have copied the values. Here, anything that you multiply with 5, 0 has value. Remember, 0 has value. Why I haven't considered this is because I am just multiplying that with null set. So I will get only epsilon plus 0 plus 1. So with these two fellows, I have to play a role now. 1 to power 1 value, 2 to power 1 value. Just go and then applying that in the final equation. So this is my applied values. How I am going to reduce it? I have already told you, if anything such kind you got it like this. Can't I, don't go to the next step, directly go to the last step. That is, I have something called epsilon plus 0 plus 1 into epsilon plus 0 plus 1 the star. How can I replace it? Just before I told you. You can replace that with 0 plus 1 star, right? 0 plus 1 star. So that's what I have written it here. After replacing the complete whole thing, I have written it as 0 plus 1. Don't go to this step. I think it will be confusing you. Directly from here, you come here. Since I already have 1 star 0 in this second term, I no need to take extra this because there is a star here, right? If I make this epsilon, I will get 1 star 0 also here. So why do I want to take a 1 star 0 again separately? So 1 star 0 into 0 plus 1 the whole star. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is, let it be whatever the states given to you. First calculate the basis. Basis means Rij power 0 terms. Means 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 2 power 0 terms. Basis, it is must. You have to calculate that. When you have a self loop, along with the input epsilon will come. After that, find the terms based on this formula. So what is the regular expression I need to get out of this is my state 1, this is my state 2. So R12 power number of states is 2. For this you apply the formula. What and all the terms are there, you calculate the terms first, then come to the final equation and apply. So I hope you understood this. 1 second.